He's telling the honest truth. But that man's being honest.
Hey, he ain't lying.
I want the truth. You can't handle the truth.
What's up, Fragrance family? Hey, everybody, welcome back to the channel, man. Your viewership is so highly appreciated. And if you are one of my subscribers, y'all already know y'all one of the ones. Y'all keep this thing rocking, man, and I can't thank you enough. But if this is your first time, then welcome to NoCap Fragrance Reviews, where I give it to you 100% of the time. I give it to you straight, no chaser, no cap, just like some of my testers. And hey, we are in that particular time of year that is like a transition between spring and summertime. So what I have for y'all today is some transitional fragrances, mostly kind of in the high designer to niche realm that I've been reaching for here in this transition period that I think you all should get your nose on. So yeah, we're going to jump right into them, man. This one right here, I recently acquired probably about a month or so ago, and the maceration is real on this one. This is one that is cloning Versace Flame, Eros Flame, and this is Versace Rouge. Now, I know I said designer and everything, so basically I'm talking about Versace Flame, but get your hand on this DNA, whether it be through a clone or the original. So this clone is very close. It first started off, I was like, okay, 85%. After it has macerated, man, it's a good damn near 95% close. This is beautiful. That citrus, that orange, vanilla, little mintiness, all that kind of stuff is just perfect for springtime. You know, you got those days where mornings are like in the 60s and it transitions to like the high 80s in the evening. That right there will work. It's sweet in the morning time, then just that beautiful citrusy woodiness comes out more when the heat hits. I really enjoy that fragrance. Next up, we're going to discuss one from Carolina Herrera. And that is Carolina Herrera's Bad Boy Boy Parfum. Now, if you know this one, then you know it has that cannabis note. It also has some let's see, some of the basics that you get from the Bad Boy, Carolina Herrera Bad Boy line, of course. But let's dive a little deeper. Get the fragrance. So the chords are aromatic, fresh, spicy, cannabis, citrus, leather, herbal, smoky, green. So you see what we're getting here. There's a lot of greenness. Perfect for that spring going into summertime. You have top notes of cannabis and grapefruit. That's one I couldn't think of, grapefruit. Middle notes of black pepper and geranium with base notes of leather and vetiver. So this is going to transition you. There's a little sweetness that grapefruit and that cannabis really gives it that strong, sweet, like if you ever had somebody that had some good weed but then put some fragrance on top of it, it's literally what this smells like. I mean, and it's very nice though. Yeah, so, and this thing lasts pretty good. That geranium and the leather gives a little depth, a little earthiness from that vetiver. Like I said, once it gets warm, this just reactivates and it smells beautifully. Beautiful. All right, another one. Oh man, just in the air. Another one that I recently have gotten my hands on, and this is a dupe, but get your hands on this DNA, whether it be the original or this, because this is a great one. This is 90 to 95% accurate as well. And this is a clone of Chanel Allure Homme Sport. And this is All Yours Homme Sport by Milestone. They also have one from Maison Alhambra called Alpine. Haven't tried that one, but get your hands on this DNA. It is soapy, fresh, minty, aldehydic, and it just works. Like fresh out the shower. Women love this. You're going to get complimented. That's why it's a great gym fragrance. Like you go in there and you just smell good while you're working out. Or like I said, spring to summertime, this freshness, you can't go wrong with fresh. this is a signature scent. You can signature scent this. I'm sure plenty of people have. But I've been wearing this here recently, and I've been enjoying it. I've gotten a couple of compliments off of it. And you get decent, with this one in particular, I imagine that Chanel does pretty well also. But you get pretty decent performance off this. You know, you spray it on real good, it's going to project for at least 2 feet for an hour and a half or more. I got good projection off this, decent sillage. But hey, yeah, anyone get close to you, spring, summertime, or in the gym, you're going to smell nice. Okay, next up we have one that I got and hadn't really worn much, and I was like, wait a minute, I paid a decent amount for that. It's a clone, but it's cloning a high-end designer, which is a Bond No. 9 Tribeca, and this is Joe Milano's Game of Spades Royal. This is cloning Tribeca, and it does it masterfully. If you aren't familiar with the notes of Tribeca, let me give them to you real quick. But it is definitely, people compare it to a Baccarat Rouge style fragrance because, you know, it has the saffron and stuff like that. And of course, Baccarat Rouge is basically an any time of year fragrance as well. But the accords are amber, caramel, woody, nutty, white floral, sweet, cacao, musky. So you have notes. This is a very unisex fragrance. So fellas, don't be afraid of this one. You know, women rock this one a lot, but we definitely can. When you see these notes, you'll see why. You got top notes of hazelnut and cacao, middle notes of jasmine, sambac, and cedar, with base notes of ambroxan, caramel, and moss. So it's sweet, it's nutty. That white florals in there just kind of gives it a little sparkliness. It doesn't list saffron in here, but I would argue that there has to be some in here. It's a sugary sweetness coming from that caramel. You get that cotton candy type vibe, like people say, and this one has a pressurized atomizer. Man, this is gorgeous, y'all. This is gorgeous. If you don't want to spend the $300 for Tribeca, you can find this for like $61 to $69. Yeah, get your hands on that. Definitely a beautiful fragrance. Ladies, yeah, it works for you all as well. Like I said, that's perfectly unisex. A lot of my ladies been asking me for unisex, leaning feminine fragrances. This is like very unisex. I mean, some may say it leans feminine, but to my nose, I think it's right down the line. All right, and next up, we have one from the Replica line, and that is Replica Coffee Break. This is a very nice fragrance. It is, let's see, what does it say? The description is creamy and cozy coffee. So now you're thinking, how's that going to lead into summer? But I'll tell you, the accords are lavender, vanilla, coffee, warm, spicy, aromatic, lactonic, fresh, spicy. Now, the notes on this one, top notes of black pepper, orange blossom, and patchouli. So those top notes right there is what really gives it that little sparkliness, the aromatic effervescence with that black pepper, and that orange blossom is beautiful in here. The patchouli just adds a little greenness, but in the mid you have lavender, coffee, milk, tonka, siam benzoin. So that lavender is a big player in this one. It definitely also helps with the aromatics and giving it somewhat of a barbershoppy feel, but it's just a very pleasant scent that for this time of year, it works to me. Like, it has the lactonicness in it, but it's not overly, it just kind of smooths it out. That milkiness kind of smooths it out. It also has cedar and vetiver and vanilla in the base. So, of course, the vetiver also adds to that little earthy nuance, that kind of woodiness that, you know, and that mixed of the dry heat that comes out. This one still works. Now, longevity on this one may not be so great, but you can spray it on with not worrying about offending anyone. Don't do no pussy sprays, as they say, at least 10 times with this one, and you'll be good. Very, very slept on fragrance is compared to Bond No. 9's New Harlem because of, you know, the accords it has in it as well. And I really think you'll enjoy this one. I'm trying to think if there's a clone of this one. don't think so, but you also Rochas, the little funny shaped bottle smells very similar to this as well. It may be just a tad bit sweeter than this one though, but this is definitely a good one to check out. Next up we have this one right here. Now, y'all know about this Maison Alhambra. Lovely Sherry, but it's from Tom Ford's Lovely Lost Cherry. I'm tripping. Tom Ford's Lost Cherry. This is a great rendition of that fragrance, y'all. Over 90% close. And it's just beautifully sweet, bitter cherry, boozy, bright, ambery. Perfect for cooler mornings. And then to have this reactivated when the heat hits it, that cherry accord kind of lingers and is going to last with you, just giving you this nice little bubble of, you know, sweet effervescence. That, like I said, the booziness in there, I really like how this is done. Again, this is a great unisex fragrance as well. Ladies, you'll definitely be able to pull this off. Fellas, you as well. You know, you just be bold. People can wear what they want to wear, but this definitely is a great one in my opinion. All right. Coming in, I didn't, you know, give y'all the numbers or whatever, but this is coming in at like number 8. We have bond number 9's Lafayette Street. This is a beautiful fragrance. You cannot go wrong with it. Get your nose on the DNA. And this one is so close. I do have a decant of that one, but I'm just going to show you this one in case you don't have the coins to go get Lafayette Street, because I could purchase it, but I don't need to now. Like smelling the original next to this clone is like redundantly wouldn't make sense for me to go get that one when this one actually feels like it lasts longer than the original. So, hey, do what you want with that information. If you want to go get the original, do your thing. The accords are amber, vanilla, fruity, aromatic, floral, citrus, woody. You have top notes of bergamot, flowers, and coriander, middle notes of apple, ambroxan, and vanilla, with base notes of ambergris, tonka, and woodsy notes. So, as you can see right there, this thing has all the ingredients of a fresh, fruity, spicy, perfect for the time we're talking about. Actually, this is great for summer nights as well. There's a few of these that would be great for summer nights. This one as well, the Versace Eros Flame. But yeah, date night in the summer, it's kind of warm, whatever the case is. It's going, you know, you may go out and it's like low 80s now, getting into the high 70s to 75 degrees. Perfect, man. You can rock this. You're going to smell great. It's just going to push off. And this is one of those fragrances that, I mean, I guess if you spray too much, it could be cloying, but you're still going to smell good. No one's going to be offended by this, even in the summertime. So, yeah, this right here is New York Avenue by Grandeur, cloning Lafayette Street by Bond number 9. Beautiful, beautiful fragrance. All right, and coming in at number 9 is one that I'm sure needs no introduction. It is by Manera, and it is plenty of clones out there of this one as well. You got, what is it? Citrus Crush or something by Paris Corner. Don't quote me on that, but there's a Paris Corner one out there. But this is Manera's Instant Crush. The notes, the accords on this one are warm, spicy, woody, ambery, vanilla, powdery, citrus, musky. The top notes are saffron, ginger, Sicilian bergamot, middle notes of amberwood, Moroccan rose, Egyptian jasmine, Indonesian patchouli leaf, with base notes of Madagascar vanilla, white musk, sandalwood, and oak moss. This is a beautifully done. The saffron and ginger in the top really marries well with that little bit of citrus from the mandarin and the bergamot. It's sweet, but it's just, man, It has a little greenness to it from the Indonesian patchouli leaf and that ginger. Man, this thing is going to garner you compliments. I have never worn this and not had someone say something. And that's, I'm not even blowing smoke. I don't wear it all the time, but I can't remember a time I wore this that someone, if I hugged someone, it was, oh my God, this is a beautiful scent, y'all. And like I said, this is, you could almost signature scent this one as well. You could wear this any time of year. Definitely doing this transitioning phrase. I wouldn't overspray it in the summer. Summer nights, definitely date night approved. Get your nose on this. If not this one, get a clone. All right. And in the last one, last but not least, is one that, wait, I'm tripping. That was number, I wouldn't rank giving them numbers, but this is, yeah, I got to talk about this one too. So this is number 9. Sorry about that. And this is Nishan Hassat, Hashivat. This is a beautiful fragrance. Y'all know it is compared to, but it is better than Creed Aventus. It's a thicker fragrance. It just does that DNA. It took that DNA and amped it and made it better, y'all. Nishan is a niche brand. The accords of woody, citrus, malty, fruity, earthy, sweet, fresh, spicy, and tropical. You have top notes of pineapple, grapefruit, and bergamot. Middle notes of cedar, patchouli, jasmine, and woodsy notes at the base. This is some patchouli. Yeah, oak moss and woodsy notes in the base. So this is very similar, but just better. Lasts longer. Pushes further. It's beautiful. And then it just has that, like I said, a little bit more depth to it in the base notes or whatever. That woodsiness is just a little bit more prominent. And yeah, I love this fragrance. Like, they have clones of this as well if you want to try to get your nose on them. But this DNA is definitely good for spring going into summer. Wear this during the summer months, you're going to be, yeah, on point. So last but not least, I guess I was just so trying to get to this one, is one that I forgot I had this decant of. And when I reached back out to it and found it, I was like, why aren't people talking about this fragrance? It's like this house is spoken of, but ones like this need to get more hype. There needs to be a clone of this one, y'all. This is from Montal, and it is called Blue Matcha. This fragrance, man, is just gorgeous. The accords are powdery, woody, leather, green, animalic, aromatic, fruity, musky, tobacco, patchouli. But there's nothing animalic to me about this. The top notes are matcha tea, which is really what pushes. This is really what gives this what you get. This is what you are looking for in this one. Everything else is just kind of working with this matcha tea. Black currant, lemon, Sicilian mandarin, and bergamot all in the top. Middle notes of leather, cedar, tobacco, and patchouli leaf with base notes of mate, powdery notes, musk, and ambergris. It's gorgeous. And of course, Montal Manera, you already know it projects. You don't have to put a lot on, but and it lasts at least 12 hours. Oh, that beautiful citrus with the tea, the little sourness from the black currant. I mean, that the leather in here gives it a bit of depth, but it's not like overly done at all. I can't believe this isn't spoke on more. I can't believe this isn't spoke on more. This is a beautiful fragrance that y'all definitely get your nose on. And I skipped over one, I think. I don't think I talked about this one. Definitely got to throw this in. It may not be the number one, but this is the one I kind of wear the most. You can signature scent this. This is from Byredo. This is a clone, but get your nose on Byredo's Black Saffron. I've talked about this so many times, but this is Black Symphony by Zamaya. Oh my God, y'all. The beautiful fruity notes in the top, that leathery little bitterness that it gives off, is just, it works perfectly. Now, some are going to say they may not agree that this would be summer type fragrance. I mean, but I said spring into summer. So that works. Maybe when it gets into the height of summer, maybe not. But the cores are leather, fruity, woody, aromatic, warm, spicy, sweet. And it gives you all of that with top notes of saffron, juniper berry, and Chinese grapefruit. And with middle notes of leather, black violet. And in the base, you have raspberry, cashmere, and vetiver. It's just gorgeous. Y'all know I love cashmere. So it starts off sweet, gives you a little earthiness with the leather and all of that, a little watery with the black violet. And then it gets sweet again with the fuzzy cashmere and raspberry notes. This is great. You can signature scent this. You can wear this all year round. Don't let nobody tell you can't, because those notes right there just work. But anyway, y'all, this video is going on too long, but I appreciate y'all if you rock with me all the way through. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button and join the family so you won't miss no more great content like this. And if you want to try any of these other than the ones that I don't have a full bottle of, like the blue matcha, go to my website and try it for yourself. But hey, y'all already know the vibes. Until the next one.